Once with feeling, as they say, as we are back at Dakota Arena. Jeff Pappas with you with a call. The last game of the 2019 Hockey for Life Classic has the host team, Prior Lake, as the home team against Lakeville North. Both of these teams 6-3-1 coming into tonight's game. Hoping for a good one to close us out here. It's been a fun 3 days. Get the starting lineups. Lakeville North. Caleb Mayer getting the start in goal, as he has throughout. Ben Munson getting the start on defense. He is a junior. Cole Pearson, do everything defenseman. Caden Smith. And Ben Connick at forward, and A.J. Anello, senior forward. Jake Taylor, the head coach. And for Joe Pankratz and Prior Lake. Trevor Boschee getting the start. In goal, Will Magnuson getting the start on defense. Aiden Emerson, the junior, on defense. Sam Rice, that sophomore forward line, getting the start again. Will Schumacher, leading scorer for this team. And on his wing, Alex Bump getting the start. So the sophomores, youth is served on the front line for Prior Lake. Take a timeout for the national anthem, come back with the stats and our opening face-off. Prior Lake and Lakeville North next on the Youth Hockey Hub.
It's not uncommon to see NHL stars walking through our halls.
What I need, what I think NHL players need, I think it's the premier. It's as good as it gets.
If you look out there, there's 15 to 20 NHL guys any day could be skating.
But they don't sign autographs.
Ready, go!
They're here for the same reason you are. They're a reflection of what passion, hard work, and determination can become.
About 4 years ago, Wicked Rags changed my life. I am a mother of 3 hockey-playing children. The Sock Jock is amazing. It allows children to get dressed on their own and be independent in their hockey career. When you average 3 to 4 practices a night, and this product saves you 5 minutes getting dressed and getting undressed, you do the math. I highly recommend it and think it's incredible.
4 years ago, the open field behind Alexandria High School in Alexandria, Minnesota was vacant. The open space abutted by Pioneer Road was nothing more than something to ignore as residents of Alex moved past on their way to 2 churches, the Midway 9 movie theater, or the Joanne Fabrics. But over time, the meadow, which the developers rejected, has become the cornerstone. Under the guidance of Rick and Shannon Randazzo, the North Star Christian Academy has gone from a concept born almost 10 years ago to a rising hockey power in the middle of Minnesota's Central Lakes region.
Back at Dakota Arena, starting goaltenders Trevor Boschee for Prior Lake. 6-2-1, 23 goals on 223 shots. Goals against is 2.49. Save percentage 89.7%, and he has no shutouts. For Lakeville North, it's Caleb Mayer in goal. He's played all but 59 minutes of this season, 22 goals on 244 shots, 2.42 goals against average, 91.0 save percentage, and 1 shutout. We are ready to get this underway and close it out here in Prior Lake at the Dakota Ice Center. We are underway. Prior Lake controls the faceoff, and they'll play it through the middle, and over the line they come. This is Bump. Plays it across to the near side. Schumacher shoots, and a stop made by Mayer against the post. Comes to the far wall, and now held in at the right point by Schumacher for Prior Lake. Played down to the far wall, and it's Ben Munson around on the near side for Lakeville North in the away red. They've worn red in all 3 of their games. Black stripes on white. or black on white stripes, depending on how you look at it, I guess. Ben Davidson behind the goal, feeds it ahead, and that's picked off by Bump along the goal line. He'll come around. Banks to the left point. Jackson Anderson can't see the net, plays it around on the far side, and going after it there is Munson. Now it runs to the high slot area, and Lakeville North will play it out to center. Down the wing they come. A.J. Anello cuts to the slot, and he has a collision there with Anderson, and the defenseman fell heavily. Play in the corner. Centering pass comes through to the near side. First minute gone here in the first period. It comes to the near side corner, and it's cleared back into the Lakeville North zone. Going to slide just wide of the goal. No icing there as Mario Gasparini feeds it over to Zach Enneback and gets it back. Now it's chopped out to center and picked up by Sam Emmerich and played back in for Prior Lake. Now behind the goal it goes, and back to the near side, Zach Enneback. Sophomore defenseman plays it to center, and it's going to be flipped back in by Matt Beatty. Check that by Laz Cable, 27, not 21. And now a centering pass hits the outside of the net. Cable feeds the near circle, a bit too far for Hunter Lincoln. Comes out to center and played back in. Boshi unable to make the cutoff. Comes through to the far side. Lakeville North finishing a change. Puck runs towards the near side boards. Now picked up and played on into the zone by Cable. Back behind the net. Lakeville North getting possession. It runs out to center, and then it's rink-wided back in by Will Magnuson. Now comes out, and it's going to run back into the Prior Lake zone. Back forward in the left corner is Aiden Emerson. Back behind the net. Magnuson relays around to the far side, and Prior Lake will step to center. It's tipped on into the zone by Emerson, and then he stays at home at the point. Oh, a big hit into the corner. Penalty is upcoming, and that could be a big one as Preston Lindholm for Prior Lake. Controls the face-off. And it is a boarding penalty, 5 minutes. And it comes to the near circle. Gasparini feeds it up the slot, and they'll work that power play. Shot goes wide of the goal. Boshi now picked up and cleared for Prior Lake. They'll start this penalty kill. And now Munson goes back behind the net for Lakeville North. Up the middle. Now he'll shoot it in, and it'll come to the left of Boshi's goal. Cleared around on the far side. And picked up there by Hunter Lincoln. Played back down the ice. 4:10 left in the power play. And here comes Lakeville North over the line. Try to split the defense. It comes to the right boards, and Emmerich plays it around to the right, and it's picked up and cleared. So a promising start to this penalty kill for Prior Lake. It still has just under 4 minutes to run. 13:22 to go in the first, and played over to the far side and out to center as Luke Jack was knocked off his feet. Here comes Cable over the line. He takes a shot, didn't miss by much there. Picked up and played back into the zone by Bo Kennedy behind the defense for Prior Lake. Now Here comes Lakeville North down the far wing. It's shot in rink wide to the near side. Cable in the corner, plays it around, and it's cleared all the way down the ice. So Prior Lake has killed the first 90 seconds or so without much trouble. Now behind the goal, Lakeville North will play it down the left. That's Munson playing it ahead, and into the zone it comes. The carom off the inboards will be picked up by Prior Lake and cleared back out to center, where Munson will pick it up, backing into the zone and getting away from Sam Rice in the process. Now they'll ring the boards. Boshi partially cut it off, but the puck is cleared to center by Tushy. And now Lakeville North backs up, coming up on halfway through this 5-minute power play in the first period. Kranz over the line. He feeds the right, and that's Caden Smith. Now Munson. Gasparini, Munson, one times it, misses it wide. And now to the high slot. Actually, it's Ben Davidson, not Gasparini. The puck comes up the slot, and Bump is going to pick it up, and he'll clear it all the way down the ice. 2:15 left in the major penalty for Lakeville North on this power play, and they'll clear to center. We have a whistle, and that's going to be too many men. They were caught with 6 skaters on the ice, and that will erase most of what remains of their power play. And it's going to be served by Sam Enneback. Time of the penalty, 5:23. So we'll skate 4 aside for a full 2 minutes, barring any further penalties.
Penalty's been assessed to the Lakeville North bench for 2 minutes on the ice.
Now back in the right corner, Wesley Brunello feeds it over to the left, and now cleared to neutral ice. Prior Lake comes back. Here's Tushy over the line. He's spun around, and he goes down. And Lakeville North comes back through center. I'll play it in, looking to center, and it gets between Kranz and the defenseman on that side and comes back out. Minute and a half of power of 4-on-4 remaining. And this is Jack over the line. Kranz got around a man, and now Bump picks it up. He'll angle his way to center and come over the line. Was going to leave a drop there for Rice and couldn't get it to him. Now it's in the Lakeville North zone to the right, and Bump steals it. He closes in, he shoots, and a pad save made. Comes around to the far side and then lost it behind the net. Lakeville North will get it with Jack. Now he lost it, and it's picked up by Rice. He centers, they score! Bump, and it's 1-0. Team skating 4 aside, and Prior Lake is on the board at 6:24 of the first period. Alex Bump scoring. .624 is the time. It's going to be Bump from Rice, and perhaps a second assist. Bump's 4th goal.
By number 19, Alex Bump. Assist to number 9, Sam Rice. That's Bump from Rice.
And that's the only assist, Bump from Rice. And now Bump lost his edge as he came back in. It comes right onto the goaltender, and we will get a stoppage and a face-off. Bump's 4th from Rice at 6:24. Face-off coming up to the right of the Lakeville North goal, and it's a face-off win for Prior Lake. A shot and a stick save there as it was rifled through by Emerson. 35 seconds left of 4-on-4 as it's played back in by Parker Long for Prior Lake, who has scored in each of the 2 games in this event. Now picked up in the right corner. Koenig plays it ahead, and now it's picked up by Prior Lake, and here's Beatty over the line. He lost possession. Cleared back to the near side. Ben Munson plays it ahead, and it goes underneath Smith. Now it's going to be flipped out of play, and we'll get a face-off with 12 seconds in the 4-on-4, then a 7-second power play for Lakeville North. We'll go back for the face-off. to the left of Trevor Boschee in the Prior Lake goal. Face-off controlled by Prior Lake. Now they'll come up the near side. And this is Aiden Emerson. Left wing pass tipped in by Speltz. Lakeville North on the power play for 7 seconds. That's going to be a statistically insignificant power play, but it counts anyway. Prior Lake back at full strength as stepping out of the penalty box was Lindholm, and now it's played back into the Lakeville North zone. That'll be an icing call against Prior Lake. 9:16 I should say left in the first period. 1-0 the score, and the Panthers did not have a shot on goal in that 3 minutes or so of power play that they just had. Solid penalty kill for Prior Lake. Now they control from the faceoff. It's cleared to the near side, and Will Schumacher tips it to center. Here's Bump over the line. Lost it. Picked up there by Tyler Kochever for Lakeville North, and now the Panthers will come in over the line. Over-skated there and picked up along the wall by Griffin Pearson. Now played to center, and here comes Prior Lake in. Pass to the far side. Bump goes to the corner. Schumacher sweeps it through to the near side. And it's loose to the near wall. And now comes to the left point. Here's a slap shot right on. A rebound for Bump. And he was unable to tuck it home. The initial shot from Jackson Anderson. Rebound given up by Caleb Mayer, but unable to steer it home. Coming up on the halfway mark of the first period. 8:33 to go. And Prior Lake leads it 1-0. Cleared around on the near side, and it will come out to center. Cable plays it back to the blue line, and now Prior Lake will try to break in. A pass over to the far side does not connect. And now here comes Lakeville North. Schandorf. It's knocked wide of the goal. Played around on the far side. Schandorf keeps control of it in the corner, and then he will lose out along the wall. Swept back to the near side in the Prior Lake zone. It's clear but not out. Hit thrown there by Cable, and now up the slot it comes. It's going to run to the high slot, and Zach Enneback plays it off to the far wall. Now played down behind the goal. Sam Enneback tries to play it in front. Picked up by Prior Lake, backhanded ahead by Lincoln to center ice. So we had a whistle, and we have a hand pass. It's going to come all the way back in the Lakeville North zone. 7:45 to go in period number 1. Map South Hockey was founded over 13 years ago to provide athletes the opportunity to compete alongside other top players and to be challenged and mentored by elite coaches. For more information, visit mapsouth.hockey. Face-off win for Prior Lake. A shot and a glove save from Lindholm. So a clean win for Prior Lake on the face-off. North Star Christian Academy strives to develop athletes to become fully devoted followers of Jesus Christ with a foundation built on spiritual development, academic advancement, and athletic excellence. Puck goes out of play in the face-off, and we're going to go back again to the right of Caleb Mayer for this face-off. Prior Lake, the early going, and it's going to come right on to the goaltender again. So we'll face off once again. And Lakeville North will change lines. There's a stiff shot thrown. Prior Lake controls the face-off. Centering pass will come back to the left point, and it's played back down by Emerson. Now they'll try to come out of the corner. Aiden Emerson, rink wides to the far side. And picked up there by Tushy along the boards. He lets it come through, though. And now it dropped to the left point. Emerson winds and fires, and that's blocked by Smith, and that hurts. He gets up quickly. Here's a shot right on, a save up the slot, and it's running there, and Smith is heading to the bench slowly. I probably caught him in the ankle, and that just smarts. Over the line they come, a shot, save made on Ben Connick, and now behind the goal. It's fed over to the far side, and behind the net, Emerson clears to the right point. Davidson holds the zone, and it's played back behind the Prior Lake goal. It was the first shot on goal for Lakeville North in the game. We got 6:37 to go in the first period. Now it's played all the way down the ice. Icing indicated against Prior Lake, so we'll go back with 6:32 to go in the opening period and a 1-0 game. Alex Bump with the goal, a sophomore for Prior Lake. And we'll take it all the way back to the right of Trevor Boschee. Puck down. And now it's tipped wide of the goal. Lakeville North looking to set up shop in the offensive zone, but it comes back behind the net, and it's controlled by Emmerich. Feeds up the near wall. Schumacher plays it in, and Bump will chase after it, and that's an icing call. Other scores here at the Hockey for Life event. Moorhead over Eden Prairie, 3-2 in overtime this afternoon. It's the first loss of the season for Eden Prairie. Edina defeated Chaska 2-0, and it was St. Thomas Academy in the most recent game over Totino Grace by 6-3. Now they come right in from the face-off, and a great stop by Boschee, as Keaton Kranz was open at the right edge and was not able to beat Trevor Boschee. Great opportunity for the Panthers to get on the scoreboard, and Kranz was stoned by Boschee at the right edge. Now play controlled by Anderson for Prior Lake in the near corners. Fade around to the near side boards. And now the Panthers at the left point take a shot, and it's going to come through to the near side. Boy, it was a great chance for Kranz, wasn't it? Munson with the shot from the left point. Now it's played ahead by Rice. It'll come all the way down the ice. No icing, though. Down to 5:47 to go in the first period. Puck comes to the near side wall, and it's played back down deep by Beatty. Now Bump looking to center. Comes around behind the net, loose at the right edge. Beatty swiped at it, and where is it? It's behind the net. Prior Lake still in possession. A shot from the wing, and it's right on. A save made on the effort by Will Schumacher. Apple Valley over Coon Rapids 3-1 today. St. Louis Park with a win over Lake of the Woods 6-0. North Shore over Rice Lake 3-2. Moose Lake area with a win over Ely 6-4. The games from the far north today. Now Prior Lake in control from the face-off, and they'll ring it around the boards. Matt Beatty plays it behind the net. Now a centering pass is loose in front. Here's a shot and a save made in tight. An opportunity for Kennedy, and he can't get to the rebound. All started by Beatty, who has it at the left point. Beatty feeds it down in the near circle, picked up by Lincoln, and now behind the net he is tangled up with Pearson. The puck is reversed around to the near side, and Beatty controlling along the wall. He's had a good shift here so far. Played down deep again. Now Beatty breaks for the net, knocks it out of the air, and on his backhand he'll throw it across from his knees. Puck comes to the near side, and is picked up by Cable along the near half boards. Now played back behind the net, and Lakeville North needs to get the puck out of the zone, and they will play at the center. It goes off Cable and back deep into the zone. Give them a chance to change lines. 4.5 minutes to go, and Magnuson throws it ahead for Prior Lake, tipped into the zone. And now behind the net, it's played around behind past Tushy, and Lakeville North's Ben Connick throws it across. Nearly got caught again with too many men on the ice as the puck played in at center, and now to the left of the Prior Lake goal. Back in the corner, Emerson there. Plays it around on the far side for Lindholm. Rink-wide pass to center is picked up by Speltz. Broken up in the center circle by Anello, and back comes Lakeville North down the near side. Here's Connick, and he takes a swipe. Kranz centers, picked off, and now here comes Prior Lake back, 3 wide, and they'll play it ahead. Nice move by Magnuson. He comes in, cuts to the slot, left it. Here's a shot by Speltz, and it comes through to the far wall. Now picked up and played to center. Here comes Connick back for Lakeville North. Over the line with 3 minutes and 35 seconds to go. He's stripped of the puck by Bump, and the sophomore comes out for Prior Lake. through the center circle. Bump to the left side now, closes in. He's got half a step. He shoots and a save made. And the puck comes off. A centering pass, and Schumacher had a shot go wide. Now comes to the left point. Anderson closes to the slot, shoots, and a save made by Meyer off to the far boards. Saucer over to the left point. Anderson and tries to play it down low, and it's deflected over the glass and out of play. 3:11 to go, and a good sequence for Prior Lake there. They've outshot Lakeville North 11-2 in the first period, and the visitors are back on their heels a little bit as they try to find a way back into this game. Bump. Now it comes to the slot, picked up by Rice and fed to the right point. There's a shot that caught the goaltender high, loose in the crease, and it just rolls wide of the net. So Prior Lake all over him at the moment, and now comes to the near side, and Lakeville North able to pick it up and clear to the line. Do they get out? Yes. Comes to the near side, and Spencer Brash will play it in. Now behind the net for Prior Lake, it's controlled by Emmerich. He passes up the middle, he gave it away, and we have a whistle, and the puck played with a high stick. And that will bring a stoppage with 2:43 to go. Rosso over Minot, 6-2 in the Rosso tournament. Hill Murray and St. Michael Albertville play to a 4-4 tie at the Plymouth Ice Center. Rosemount over Elk River, 3-0 in St. Louis Park today. Mora Malacca over Park Rapids, 5-0. And Evelyn Gilbert with a win. The Golden Bears over the Crookston Pirates, 3-1. Played into the zone from the faceoff behind the Prior Lake goal with 2:32 to go. It's played out to center and now cleared to the near side. And Connick will play it in. It'll ring the boards to the far side and run to center ice. Pearson plays it back across. Anello, then he gave it away. It's picked up there by Beatty. Now he'll rink wide it through to the near side. A centering pass, and tied up there, but unable to tip the puck was Kennedy, who was standing in front of the goal. Now Lakeville North will play it out to center, and Prior Lake's Cable will turn and play it back in. It's cut off to the right by Mayer. And now it'll come out to center ice. And Lakeville North, Shandorf taken in against the boards. 1:42 to go, now played into the zone. And back behind the net in the right corner, Cable for Prior Lake is taken in against the wall by Sam Enneback. Now Cable again has the puck, long pass up the middle. It's tipped ahead and into the zone deep by Preston Lindholm. Goaltender out to play it, and he'll play to the near side boards. Trying to sneak in there is Tushy, and he does. He ducks under a hit behind the net, but is unable to bring the puck. Munson clears around. It's going to go all the way back into the zone. No icing call. 1 minute and 10 seconds to go in the first period. And Prior Lake, long pass up the middle. It's tipped ahead by Rice, and it comes right back out. Kochivar plays it in for Lakeville North. Last minute of play in the period. Back in the corner, Rice plays it to the half wall, and a penalty is upcoming here. It was behind the play, and a Prior Lake player is down. Lakeville North will be penalized. 54 seconds to go in the period, and heading to the penalty box is Ben Tuzno for Lakeville North. Time of this penalty is 16 minutes and 5 seconds. And a referee's discussion here. And a 5-minute penalty is on the board for Tuzno. So we've had two major penalties here in the first period. And this penalty, if Prior Lake, well, it will carry over into the second period. It's a major penalty. Will carry over for over 4 minutes into the second period. And Bump is on for the face-off. He has the only goal of this game so far. Now Lakeville North has to kill off a major penalty. Puck is down. Head contact is the penalty there. And now to the far side. Prior Lake looking to center it with 40 seconds to go in the period. They lead it 1-0 and have 5 minutes of power play. Here's a shot, save made by Meyer, and it comes off to the left wall. Now played down to Bump in the corner with 20 seconds to go. Up the slot it comes. A shot is blocked. It comes up the slot. Schumacher has it. Slings it over to the right. Rice shoots right on, and a save made. Face-off coming up. We'll get a face-off with 14 seconds to go in the period. Tuzno 5 minutes for head contact. Puck is down, and Rice feeds it off to the far corner to Schumacher. Half wall bump, back to Schumacher, back to Bump in the circle. Throws it across, and an open side for Anderson, but it was deflected. Rice with 4 seconds to go. He winds up, shoots, and it's blocked, comes right back to him, and the period will come to an end. But that period, power play will carry over for 4:06 into the second period as Prior Lake has a 1-0 lead for the first period, and they outshoot Lakeville North 14-2 in that first session. The only goal for Alex Bump, his 4th of the season at 6:24, and it's 1-0 after 1. We'll take a break for an intermission and come back with our second period next. You're enjoying Hockey for Life 2019, presented by Tradition Companies on the Youth Hockey Hub.
It's not uncommon to see NHL stars walking through our halls.
What I need, what I think NHL players need, I think it's the premier. It's as good as it gets.
If you look out there, there's 15 to 20 NHL guys any day could be skating.
But they don't sign autographs.
Ready, go!
They're here for the same reason you are. They're a reflection of what passion, hard work, and determination can become.
The younger kids can see what we're doing, and they can see what the older kids are doing and emulate that to see what it takes to get to the next level.
MAP is the premier hockey development program in the Twin Cities, and the reasons are very clear.
I like coming to MAP because it's very competitive. Everybody comes out here, works their best.
The opportunity is here to take advantage of whatever the individual wants to take advantage of, whether it's on ice, off ice, outside shooting.
You have everything at your fingertips that you need to be, a premier athlete and hockey player.
The intensity is really high, and every day it seems like players are getting better.
Our culture is unique. From Pee-wee to professionals, we demand the same effort from every athlete, and every athlete receives the same world-class treatment.
At MAP Hockey, our sole emphasis should be and is developing high-character athletes.
Our dedicated, decorated staff will help bring your best to the forefront, both on and off the ice.
That competitive atmosphere that we have here is something special.
It's fun seeing the kids work just as hard as we are.
Red, white, blue. Here we go. Let's go.
At MAP Hockey, we are fully supportive and aligned with the Minnesota development model. We encourage athletes to stay home, develop their skills, and play for their community.
We want to put every kid in a position to have success. We kind of put the emphasis on the individual to, create their own career.
When you walk through these doors, be ready to commit to something bigger than yourself.
I'm TJ Oshie, and this is MAP Hockey.
I'm Justin Falk, and this is MAP Hockey.
I'm JT Brown, and this is MAP Hockey.
This is MAP Hockey.
4 years ago, the open field behind Alexandria High School in Alexandria, Minnesota was vacant. The open space abutted by Pioneer Road was nothing more than something to ignore as residents of Alex moved past on their way to two churches, the Midway 9 movie theater, or the Joanne Fabrics. But over time, the meadow, which the developers rejected, has become the cornerstone. Under the guidance of Rick and Shannon Randazzo, the North Star Christian Academy has gone from a concept born almost 10 years ago to a rising hockey power in the middle of Minnesota's Central Lakes region.
In 2011, my family and I voyaged out on the 50-state, 50-city tour, which brought our family to all 50 states for 30 days, running hockey camps for youth and adults. A year or so went by, and it brought us to 2013. We were here in Minnesota, and I met with some businessmen, some couples at Tim Cullen's house, and the rest of the story was then became a little bit clearer.
There are 25 players taking classes and playing for the North Star Christian Academy team, hailing from 11 states. North Star's academic team ensures the students are meeting the education requirements for high school graduation, with some students even earning college credit along the way.
So our academic program is very unique in a way because we're bringing in players from all over the country. This year we have 12 different states represented, which means we have to take a look at 12 different high school programs that are going on across the country. We take a look at where the players are at. We try and integrate where they're at to where they want to be. We look forward to the academic goals that they may have, also along with the college goals that they have.
Since coming to North Star, my hockey has just developed and improved tremendously. And before in Fargo, I maybe could have played Division I and gotten noticed, but the chances wouldn't have been as high as when I came here. And now I'm getting a lot more attention and looks, and hopefully my chances to play Division I are a lot higher. So,
while North Star Christian Academy prides itself on a successful hockey start, the development of the whole person is the primary goal of the little school in Alexandria.
So I think that the three main levels of growth that I've had in my life would be the three pillars that we base the school bases itself off of, which is faith, God, or faith, school, and hockey. And I think those have been massive. I think, especially in faith. I mean, we wake up every morning at 7 in the morning, and we have a Devo every morning. So that's huge. Then we're on the ice 2.5 to 3 hours a day, and then we're in the classroom for 5. So we're learning and we're growing in all aspects of our life all the time.
It's a full life for North Star Christian athletes. The Academy's 70,000 square foot athletic facility not only gives the players a place to hone their skills, but it's a touch point for the rest of their day. Serving something higher than yourself takes discipline, sacrifice, and commitment. With the schedules of that Tier 1 teams follow, it would be easy for the players and administrators to lose sight of the Academy's original goal. But between classes, hockey, and traveling around the country for competition, the Knights make it a priority to remind themselves of their ultimate focus.
It's not uncommon to see NHL stars walking through our halls.
What I need, what I think NHL players need, I think it's the premier. It's as good as it gets.
If you look out there, there's 15 to 20 NHL guys any day could be skating.
But they don't sign autographs.
Ready, go!
They're here for the same reason you are. They're a reflection of what passion, hard work, and determination can become.
The younger kids can see what we're doing, and they can see what the older kids are doing, and emulate that to see what it takes to get to the next level.
MAP is the premier hockey development program in the Twin Cities, and the reasons are very clear.
I like coming to MAP because it's very competitive. Everybody comes out here, works their best.
The opportunity is here to take advantage of whatever the individual wants to take advantage of, whether it's on ice, off ice, outside shooting.
So you have everything at your fingertips that you need to be, premier athlete and hockey player.
The intensity is really high, and every day it seems like players are getting better.
Our culture is unique. From Pee Wee to professionals, we demand the same effort from every athlete. and every athlete receives the same world-class treatment.
At MAP Hockey, our sole emphasis should be and is developing high-character athletes.
Our dedicated, decorated staff will help bring your best to the forefront, both on and off the ice.
That competitive atmosphere that we have here is something special.
It's fun seeing the kids work just as hard as we are.
Red, white, blue. Here we go. Let's go.
At MAP Hockey, we are fully supportive and aligned with the Minnesota development model. We encourage athletes to stay home, develop their skills, and play for their community.
We want to put every kid in a position to have success. We kind of put the emphasis on the individual to, create their own career.
When you walk through these doors, be ready to commit to something bigger than yourself.
I'm TJ Oshie, and this is MAP Hockey.
I'm Justin Falk, and this is MAP Hockey.
I'm JT Brown, and this is MAP Hockey.
This is MAP Hockey.
Right back at Dakota Arena, 2 periods to go. It's 1-0 Prior Lake. They have a 4-minute and 6-second power play as the second period starts. That's the time remaining on Tuzno's head contact penalty. Other scores today: Roseville over Irondale 5-4 in the Heritage Classic up in Duluth. Warroad over International Falls 6-0. Monticello over Northern Lakes by 3-0. Egan defeated St. Paul Johnson 4-1 this afternoon. Rogers over Breck 3-2. Pine City over Princeton as the second period gets underway. Now it's played into the Lakeville North zone, and again, major penalty that they're trying to kill. Puck now along the near wall, picked up by Bump in the corner. Now cleared, and it gets past the defender Magnuson and back into the Prior Lake zone. Here's a race for it. Picked up there by Schumacher, and it's going to come right to the left of the goal, and Magnuson sweeps it behind. Up the near wing. There comes Rice over the line, tries to split the defense, goes down, puck's underneath him, and trying to come through and free it was Anderson. It's cleared all the way back into the Prior Lake zone. Going to be played behind the net. Lakeville North is finishing a change of penalty killers. Magnuson runs into some trouble on the near side, gets it back, and now lays it ahead looking for Beatty and can't get it to him. Here comes Lakeville North back in. Drop pass is picked off before it can get to Kranz, and now played back into the zone. Check that 8, that's Smith. Now played over to the far side and all the way down the ice. 2:50 to go in the power play for Prior Lake. It's saucered over to the near side and picked into the zone by Parker Long. They'll go back behind the net, centers to the right edge, and a swipe at it by Lincoln is stopped, and now here comes Lakeville North back through center. Going to be dropped back into their zone, and going back for it there is Gasparini. He clears, and it's going to be held in at the left point, played down to the circle. Now a centering pass, and Beatty was just a step slow as it was deflected towards him, the goaltender out to play it, and it comes back into the Prior Lake zone. Going back for it there is Cable behind the net. 2:12 left of major power play. And here they come. Pass up the middle and over the line. This is Beatty closing in. Beatty knocked to his knees. Shoots. Save made. Puck off to the far wall. And now it's knocked high in the air. Played down and out to center, where Prior Lake will reclaim it. Comes to the near side. And here's Beatty playing it over to the left. Cable. And then he is ridden off. Brunello clears around on the near side. It's going to come towards the point. And it's played back down by Emerson. Now Lakeville North does get it, and they will carry. Here's Gasparini over the line, centers, and it runs past Luke Jack off to the far wall. Now played by Cole Pearson into the zone, and with 1:24 of power play left, now Prior Lake will feed down the left, and here they come. Over the line, shot, save made, and the puck played off to the right boards. A hit thrown there by Jackson Anderson, who comes up behind the net, centers it, and it's shot through the crease. Now comes to the right point. Magnuson flattens it out, fires and scores! Might have been tipped in front, but 1:02 of power play remaining, and Prior Lake has scored to make it 2-0. So Prior Lake scores at the 3:05 mark. And they extend their lead to 2-0. So we'll get the announcement, and now Lakeville North plays it ahead. Lindholm being given the goal. So Lindholm deflects the puck home. Still 40 seconds of power play left, and it'll go to power play number 2. And here comes Prior Lake again. Magnuson tries the near side, and here's Bump over the line. 30 seconds of power play remaining. Bump high in the slot. Comes to the near side. Now played by Magnuson. It runs off Schumacher's stick, and it's cleared all the way down the ice. And Will Magnuson will go back behind the Prior Lake net. Long headman pass to Bump, and he backtracks into his zone. 13 left on the power play. Bump is poke checked off the puck. He gets it back and now feeds the left. It'll be played into the Lakeville North zone. And the goaltender Mayer out to play it to the near side boards as the penalty comes to an end, and Tuzno comes back on. Lakeville North allows one power play goal in the 5-minute major. Comes out to center. And now it's carried and into the zone. It's played by Munson. Comes off the end boards and played off to the far wall. Schandorf is in for Lakeville North. Sweeps it to the point. And here's Gasparini shooting. A save made by Boshi. Off to the left boards. And Prior Lake will pick it up. Cable plays it ahead but not out. Gasparini will return it back down deep. Now back in the corner there, it is Schandorf for Lakeville North. Played out to center. And now they'll carry it back in, will the Panthers. And now a centering pass and an open side for Connick, and he could not find the handle. Now played up the slot, picked off by Anello. Here's Connick again shooting, and that goes off the defense, off Kennedy, and wide of the goal. Now cleared towards the left point, and Gasparini is coming in looking to fish one out, and the puck played out. Prior Lake will play it ahead, but getting there first is Pearson for Lakeville North. They go up the middle and played into the zone. It's carried there by Kranz. He shoots, save, rebound chance, and it went off the heel of the stick of Connick, who had a couple of good opportunities on this shift. And now back comes Prior Lake. Pass to the right. They'll carry it over the line. Beatty returns it in front, and it's shot wide by Speltz. Good opportunity as Speltz now has it stolen away, and here's a race for it. Kranz unable to get there, and it's played back into the Lakeville North zone. No icing. Back forward for Prior Lake is Tushy. Behind the net, he centers it, and a diving defender knocked it away. Tushy along the wall, throws it back down in front. It comes up the slot. It's picked up by Smith, and he clears it back into the Prior Lake zone. Back for it is Emmerich. Now we have an icing with 10:58 to go in the second period. Shots on goal are 17-4 for Prior Lake. So they have a 3-2 advantage here in period number 2. Bump on the face-off. And the centerman, Bump, wins the draw and claims it himself. Has it in the high slot. Cleared over to the near side. 10:48 to go in the second period. We have a whistle and a face-off coming as the puck winds up in the netting. We'll get a face-off to the left of Lakeville North goaltender Caleb Mayer. Lakeville North, as we mentioned, lost to Moorhead 6-0 yesterday, so they are on a streak of 8 straight goals against. Now played back in from the face-off by Emmerich, rink wide. And Lakeville North will pick it up. Gasparini throws it ahead, and now here they come with speed over the line. Smith cuts to the slot. It comes onto the goaltender, and Boshi makes a save. Now some pushes and shoves in the corner as there was contact against Boshi after the whistle that Prior Lake didn't appreciate. Maple Grove over Lakeville South 5-2 today at the Tradition at the Park. Eau Claire North over Bloomington Kennedy 3-2. Croquet Esco Carlton over Centennial 4-3 at the Plymouth Ice Center. Eastview over Chanhassen 4-1. Farmington defeated Tartan 6-3 in other games. Here's a drive from the face-off that goes wide. Now it's in the corner behind the Prior Lake goal near side. And it's played back behind the net, and there's a hit thrown against Sam Enneback. Knocked him off the puck by Will Magnuson. Now to the far side. Lincoln against the wall will tip it ahead. Nicely done there. Now a pass to the right is claimed by Beatty, and he will return it in front, and a shot by Magnuson. Stick save there. And the puck comes to center. And here comes Lakeville North over the line. A shot skitters wide. Rebound off the inboards. And Enneback did not get good wood on the rebound shot. Puck comes to the far wall. A.J. Hayter in for Lakeville North. Trying to make something happen. Comes behind the goal. And Prior Lake looking to clear it ahead through Long and couldn't do it. Now it comes to the high slot. Gasparini shoots. Missed the net to the left. Follow-up shot is stopped. And now cleared to the near side wall in the Prior Lake zone. Lincoln will flip it in from center. Mayer plays it down with the glove. And Prior Lake will get a change. Cleared off the wall to center. Picked up there by Shandorf. Circles. And now will carry over the line. It's 1 against 5 as Lakeville North is finishing a change, and they had 6 skaters on the ice and got away with it. They had 6 out there for probably 5 seconds, and the officials did not notice. Now played into the Prior Lake zone. Cable, rink wide pass in his zone for Bo Kennedy, doesn't connect. Now they look to center it from the wing, a shot right on, and a save made. As Kochevar had an opportunity. Now down the wing it comes, and this is Lindholm racing for it. But Pearson will get there first. And Pearson is taking it against the boards, but Prior Lake comes out with a puck. And now a centering pass to the far side. Shot close in, and a good save on Will Schumacher. Now back comes Lakeville North through center, past the halfway mark of regulation, and we got a whistle. And they're offside as Connick brought the puck in with a player trapped. New Prague and Hopkins 2-2 tie at the Premier Tournament at Doug Ugawina. Duluth Denfeld over Owatonna 2-1 today. Now it's played into the Prior Lake zone from the faceoff. And now Smith turning left it, and it's picked up and carried in by Rice. Leaves a drop pass. Here's a shot that doesn't get through, taken by Schumacher. Now puck goes behind the net, and it'll run towards the point, played in by Anderson. Now Schumacher looks to center it, trying to find Bump. He lost his stick, so he's kicking the puck along. Now back in the right corner, it's played to the blue line, and it does run out to center. And now it's brought back in offside. 7:36 to go in the second period. Wicked Rags is the inventor of the sock jock. The sock jock eliminates the need for separate compression pants, jock support, and hockey socks with one Wicked pair of pants. They've been with us for the entire tournament. We thank them for their sponsorship. 7:36 to go in the second period. Face-off outside the Lakeville North blue line, and the Panthers control the draw. Now played to center, and down the wing it comes. Here's a chance for Hayter right on, and they crash the net, and that's going to draw a reaction. He came in, and Boshi made the stop, and everybody in a white shirt suddenly wanted a piece of the Lakeville North senior, A.J. Hayter. 7:25 to go in the session. And Prior Lake wins the faceoff, and they swing it around on the boards to the far side. They can't get out, though. And Lakeville North trying to dig in there. Enneback along the wall. That's Sam Enneback. Played ahead, and now Hunter Lincoln goes down. Play behind the net, and they'll try the near side. Here's Beatty. And they'll try to clear it rink wide. It'll skitter on to center. Played ahead by Lincoln. And latching onto it is Luke Jack for Lakeville North. Back in his zone. Long pass is tipped into the zone, and it'll be no icing. Emerson goes back for it, rings the boards to Magnuson on the near wall. Going to run a little bit too far, and it's played back by Camilli for Lakeville North. Check that, Ben Munson comes out to center, and now they come out 2 against 2. Over the line, a drop pass, and it's Beatty taking a shot that misses the net wide to the right along the boards, picked up by Speltz, and played now behind the goal. It'll run towards the near side, and Lakeville North with 6:24 to go in the period will bring to center. Here's Anello. He comes over the line. Anello takes the shot right on, and a save by Boshi. Face-off coming up with 6:17 to go in the period. The next time you're shopping for a great frozen pizza, choose Brewpub's Lots of Matza Pizza, the only pizza with a half pound of Wisconsin cheese on every pie. Hermantown over Buffalo, 7-1 today at the Hilltopper Classic at Mars Lakeview Arena. Matamidi with a win over Alexandria as well, 5-1. From the faceoff, it is played back deep into the Prior Lake zone. Just over 6 minutes to play in the second period. And now it's carried out. Here come the Lakers, 3-on-2 if they hurry. Over the line they come. It's played ahead with a glove by Lindholm. Now behind the net, Speltz battling in the corner. Coming in to help out was Tushy, and now played to the near corner. Speltz centers it. It comes all the way through to the far side, and it's claimed there by Connick. Played out to center, and Speltz for Prior Lake will lift it right back in from the red line. It bounces, and it comes to the left of the goal, and Gasparini takes it behind the net with 5.5 minutes left. Pass down the wing is picked off at center by Anderson, and Prior Lake will regroup. A long pass at center does not reach Bump, and it's going to be icing. 5:18 left in the period. Orono over Greenway, 6-5 at Hodgins-Berardo Arena. That must have been a whale of a game. Orono with a good team, and of course Greenway, the defending section champion in Section 7A, dethroning Hermantown last year. Thief River Falls, the Prowlers win. They have a nice team as well over Fargo North, 4-1. Rochester Mayo defeating Dodge County 3-2, and now it comes in front, and we got a whistle. We have a penalty in the far corner. Interference is going to be called, and Prior Lake is going to go on the power play. It comes at 11:48 of period number 2. And heading for the penalty box is Caden Smith. And that has drawn the reaction of Jake Taylor on the Lakeville North bench, who's letting the referee have an earful. It is power play number 3 for Prior Lake. Other scores, let's see, what do we got? Park Cottage Grove over Sartell, 3-2. Simley over Southwest Christian 1-0. Minnetonka over Benilde 3-1 at St. Louis Park. Little Falls 6, North Branch 1. And Duluth Marshall over Fort Francis, Ontario 3-2 in their own tournament. Now, Smith penalized for interference, and now it comes to the right edge. And Prior Lake will set up its power play. They've had one power play goal and 2 chances. The puck, though, is shot all the way down the ice. And they'll work it out from behind the net. Now they'll cut through center. And over the line they come. This is Tushy behind the goal. Still in possession. Now tried to drop it back to the circle. And they fight for it along the boards. Now it comes free and working in. Pass over to the far side for Cable. And he lost it in the circle, and the puck cleared all the way down the ice. Halfway through this power play, played out by the goaltender, and here's Emerson. Long pass to center, and over the line comes Prior Lake. Schumacher takes it in deep, centers it. Bump has it in the circle. Drops to Magnuson at the point. Back down to Bump. Schumacher. Magnuson. Schumacher in the circle. Shoots, blocked at the defense. Bump has it in the corner. Back to Schumacher. Rink wide to the far side, and it's past Anderson. Played back behind the net by Rice. Here's Schumacher. Anderson back to Rice. 23 in the power play. Good movement of the puck here on the power play. Not much to shoot at, though. Bump shot is blocked. And here's Magnuson. At the right point, throws it across. Karam off the inboards will come to the far side for Jackson Anderson. Now Bump with 10 seconds to go on the power play. Magnuson takes the shot, deflected to the far side, and Anderson is in check and goes down as Lakeville North comes back to full strength. They've killed off this penalty. It's Rice now behind the net, and here's Schumacher in the corner. He takes a shot, lifted it over the top of the cage. The Karam will come all the way back in the Prior Lake zone with 3 minutes left in the period. And after it, there's Smith. He will take it along the wall. Smith leaves it at the right point. Shot is blocked before it gets to the net, and Jackson Anderson plays it back behind the goal. Up the near side, Bump at center, shouldered down by Gasparini, and Rice unable to latch onto it. Lakeville North will pick it up, and it's played through center ice, and into the zone they come. This is Smith. He shoots, and a blocker pad save by Boshi. Smith behind the net, comes around to the far side. It's in the slot area, and it's dug out. Here comes Prior Lake. Down the far side, Will Magnuson. It's been a super long shift for him. He played the whole power play, and it comes now to the near side. Parker Long goes behind the net, and controlling it there is Lincoln against the inboards. Just over 2 minutes left now in the period. Lincoln can't sweep it past Spencer Brosh, and now it's cleared to the near side wall for Lakeville North. And now it's backhanded ahead, and it will come all the way back into the Prior Lake zone. That will be icing with 2:01 to go in the period. All right. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot new here as we hit the refresh button on the, of course, the number of games postponed. Champlin Park and Duluth East at the Heritage Center in Duluth. That was postponed. They have a winter storm warning up there, too, on top of all of this. And, of course, the ice in the Twin Cities was noteworthy today, especially if you happen to sacrifice your car in any way. 1:43 to go in the first period. Penalty coming against Prior Lake as Jackson Anderson, a little careless with the stick, and will go for tripping. Oh, my error. It's not Anderson. It's actually 21, which would make it Matt Beatty. Point being, it's tripping, and it comes at 15:21. Power play coming up for Lakeville North. This will be their third. And Prior Lake controls the faceoff, and they shoot it back. Here's a race for it, and taking it in deep behind the net is Tushy. Lost it in the left corner, a minute 23 to go in the period. And now play to the left side, Gasparini can't get it out. A slap shot from the slot by Speltz is blocked and played back behind the net. 1:10 to go in the second period. It's a 2-0 lead for Prior Lake. Gasparini at center having trouble. In the center circle, comes to the right, over the line. Gasparini leaves a drop pass. Last minute of play in the period. Smith feeds it across, and it gets past Pearson and comes back into the Lakeville North zone. Pearson behind the net, pursued there by Lindholm in hot pursuit. Now comes around the near side, and Lindholm pokes it away from him from behind, and it's cleared all the way down the ice. Good work by Lindholm on that shift as Anderson clears it all the way down, and now it's cleared back into the near corner of the Lakeville North zone. Played down with a glove shot from the wing boards by Long comes through. And now with half a minute to go, here come the Panthers back. 3 against 4 over the line, and they'll pick it up with Caden Smith. Drops to the left point. Here's a shot, and it skitters wide off traffic as Munson tried to set up a screen. Now Munson in the high slot, and it ran off his stick, and they have to clear the zone. Now we got a whistle, and they don't do it in an orderly fashion, and are called for an offside with 10.5 seconds to go in the second period. Prior Lake on top 2-0. So we'll get a face-off at neutral. Face-off is played ahead by Prior Lake, and that will take care of the second period. As the puck down the right side, as it's carried into the zone as the second period comes to an end. And our score after 2 periods is Prior Lake 2, Lakeville North nothing. Shots in the second period, Prior Lake had 4 for a 2-period total of 18. And Lakeville North had 6, a 2-period total of 8. Prior Lake 1 for 3 on the power play, and 21 seconds remaining in Lakeville North's third power play as the third period gets underway. 2-0 Prior Lake after 2. We'll take a break and come back with our third period. You're enjoying Hockey for Life 2019 presented by Tradition Companies on the Youth Hockey Hub.
4 years ago, the open field behind Alexandria High School in Alexandria, Minnesota was vacant. The open space abutted by Pioneer Road was nothing more than something to ignore as residents of Alex moved past on their way to two churches, the Midway 9 movie theater, or the Joanne Fabrics. But over time, the meadow, which the developers rejected, has become the cornerstone. Under the guidance of Rick and Shannon Randazzo, the North Star Christian Academy has gone from a concept born almost 10 years ago to a rising hockey power in the middle of Minnesota's Central Lakes region.
In 2011, my family and I voyaged out on the 50-state, 50-city tour, which brought our family to all 50 states for 30 days, running hockey camps for youth and adults. A year or so went by, and it brought us to 2013. We were here in Minnesota, and I met with some businessmen, some couples at Tim Cullen's house, and the rest of the story was then became a little bit clearer.
There are 25 players taking classes and playing for the North Star Christian Academy team, hailing from 11 states. North Star's academic team ensures the students are meeting the education requirements for high school graduation, with some students even earning college credit along the way.
So our academic program is very unique in a way because we're bringing in players from all over the country. This year we have 12 different states represented, which means we have to take a look at 12 different high school programs that are going on across the country. We take a look at where the players are at. We try and integrate where they're at to where they want to be. We look forward to the academic goals that they may have, also along with the college goals that they have.
Since coming to North Star, my hockey has just developed and improved tremendously. And before in Fargo, I maybe could have played Division I and gotten noticed, but the chances wouldn't have been as high as when I came here. And now I'm getting a lot more attention and looks, and hopefully my chances to play Division I are a lot higher. So,
while North Star Christian Academy prides itself on a successful hockey start, the development of the whole person is the primary goal of the little school in Alexandria.
So I think that the three main levels of growth that I've had in my life would be the three pillars that we base the school bases itself off of, which is faith, school, and hockey. And I think those have been massive. I think, especially in faith. I mean, we wake up every morning at 7 in the morning, and we have a Devo every morning. So that's huge. Then we're on the ice 2.5 to 3 hours a day, and then we're in the classroom for 5. So we're learning and we're growing in all aspects of our life all the time.
It's a full life for North Star Christian athletes. The Academy's 70,000 square foot athletic facility not only gives the players a place to hone their skills, but it's a touch point for the rest of their day. Serving something higher than yourself takes discipline, sacrifice, and commitment. With the schedules of that Tier 1 teams follow, it would be easy for the players and administrators to lose sight of the Academy's original goal. But between classes, hockey, and traveling around the country for competition, the Knights make it a priority to remind themselves of their ultimate focus.
It's not uncommon to see NHL stars walking through our halls.
What I need, what I think NHL players need, I think it's the premier. It's as good as it gets.
If you look out there, there's 15 to 20 NHL guys any day could be skating.
But they don't sign autographs.
Ready, go!
They're here for the same reason you are. They're a reflection of what passion, hard work, and determination can become.
The younger kids can see what we're doing, and they can see what the older kids are doing and emulate that to see what it takes to get to the next level.
MAP is the premier hockey development program in the Twin Cities, and the reasons are very clear.
I like coming to MAP because it's very competitive. Everybody comes out here, works their best.
The opportunity is here to take advantage of whatever the individual wants to take advantage of, whether it's on ice, off ice, outside shooting.
So you have everything at your fingertips that you need to be, premier athlete and hockey player.
The intensity is really high, and every day it seems like players are getting better.
Our culture is unique. From Pee-wee to professionals, we demand the same effort from every athlete, and every athlete receives the same world-class treatment.
At MAP Hockey, our sole emphasis should be and is developing high-character athletes.
Our dedicated, decorated staff will help bring your best to the forefront, both on and off the ice.
That competitive atmosphere that we have here is something special.
It's fun seeing the kids work just as hard as we are.
Red, white, blue. Here we go. Let's go.
At MAP Hockey, we are fully supportive and aligned with the Minnesota development model. We encourage athletes to stay home, develop their skills, and play for their community.
We want to put every kid in a position to have success. We kind of put the emphasis on the individual to, create their own career.
When you walk through these doors, be ready to commit to something bigger than yourself.
I'm TJ Oshie, and this is MAP Hockey.
I'm Justin Falk, and this is MAP Hockey.
I'm JT Brown, and this is MAP Hockey.
This is MAP Hockey.
Four years ago, the open field behind Alexandria High School in Alexandria, Minnesota was vacant. The open space abutted by Pioneer Road was nothing more than something to ignore as residents of Alex moved past on their way to two churches, the Midway 9 movie theater, or the Joanne Fabrics. But over time, the meadow, which the developers rejected, has become the cornerstone. Under the guidance of Rick and Shannon Randazzo, the North Star Christian Academy has gone from a concept born almost 10 years ago to a rising hockey power in the middle of Minnesota's Central Lakes region.
In 2011, my family and I voyaged out on the 50-state, 50-city tour, which brought our family to all 50 states for 30 days, running hockey camps for youth and adults. A year or so went by, and it brought us to 2013. We were here in Minnesota, and I met with some businessmen, some couples at Tim Cullen's house, and the rest of the story was then became a little bit clear.
There are 25 players taking classes and playing for the North Star Christian Academy team, hailing from 11 states. North Star's academic team ensures the students are meeting the education requirements for high school graduation, with some students even earning college credit along the way.
So our academic program is very unique in a way because we're bringing in players from all over the country. This year we have 12 different states represented, which means we have to take a look at 12 different high school programs that are going on across the country. We take a look at where the players are at. We try and integrate where they're at to where they want to be. We look forward to the academic goals that they may have, also along with the college goals that they have.
As Prior Lake holds a 2-0 lead over Lakeville North. Jeff Pappas with you with a call of the last full period of this Hockey for Life event 2019. 69 goals we've had in 11 games in 2 periods, and a copious amount of overtimes. 4 of the games have gone to overtime in this event. 20 seconds of power play for Lakeville North as the 3rd period starts, and it's pulled back into the zone, played right in at the blue line, and then carried in offside by Pearson. We'll get a face-off at neutral. 12 seconds remaining in the power play. 2-0 the score. Lakeville North has only 8 shots on goal through 2 periods, so Prior Lake's done a nice job holding that offense down. Lakeville North 35 goals in 10 games so far. You do the math, it's easy to figure out their average. And now here's Pearson playing it in as the penalty expires. Emerson behind the net, tied up. Prior Lake comes back to full strength. And now loose behind the net. Comes to the near side. And Prior Lake Speltz will play it ahead. Rink wide to center, and here's Lindholm. And a penalty coming on Lindholm, who has already taken 1 major penalty tonight for boarding and is going to be penalized again here. And the officials will talk this over. "40 seconds into the 3rd period, Lakeville North is about to go on another power play, their 4th. So Lindholm awaits the verdict. The officials having a long talk over this one. And they are going to take him off the ice. So we'll wait and see what they put up here. Penalty is going to have to be served. And Bennett Soderberg is heading to the penalty box to serve the penalty for Lindholm. And it is another major penalty. And there is a misconduct involved of some sort here because the player Lindholm has left the ice. And another major power play for Lakeville North. Their 4th of the game. So we'll wait for the announcement, but it is at least 5 and presumably something else, so we'll see here.
Releasement assist to Prior Lake's number 18, Preston Lindholm, a 5-minute major protecting from behind, a 10-minute misconduct, and a game disqualification.
10-minute misconduct and a game disqualification. So that is 25 minutes in penalties for Lindholm. And now Lakeville North with a 5-minute power play. And Pearson feeds the near circle. And now it's fed off to the left side and out to center. Pearson will have to come back for it. So Prior Lake looking to kill another penalty. Into the slot it comes. And they feed the near circle. This is Gasparini. High in the slot, Pearson feeds the far side. Gets it back. Back over to Gasparini into the center. And here's a shot. Blocker pad save by Boshi on Caden Smith. And the puck is cleared all the way down the ice. Race forward in the corner. Goaltender is a way out to play it. And now a collision there as Rice runs into the goaltender, trying to get around him. And now the puck comes up the slot. Played down but not out. Lakeville North holds it in and they score! Bar down for A.J. Anello. And it is 2-1. Exactly 2 minutes into the third period. A.J. Anello scores for Lakeville North. It is a power play goal. And the next one will start right now. They have 3 minutes and 40 seconds of power play time.
Lakeville North goal scored on the power play by number 22, A.J. Anello. Assist to number 4, Mario Gasparini. And number 9, Ethan Kranz.
Gasparini and Kranz get assists. And now Lakeville North continues on the power play, trailing now 2-1. And the puck is cleared back into the Lakeville North zone. So on their 10th shot, Lakeville North scores their first goal. And they leave it behind the net. 2-1 our score. And it's picked up at center. Here come the Panthers down the far wing, and they will play it ahead. And this is Anello, scorer of their power play goal. 3 minutes to go in the period. Here's a shot, save made, rebound, score, and it's tied. Lakeville North with a couple of power play goals. And this time it's Ben Connick, and he has had a couple of good chances that have not bounced for him, but now he has tied the game. They've scored twice on this major penalty. They're now 2 for 5 on the power play, and the next one starts right now. 2 minutes and 47 seconds, so consecutive power play goals for Lakeville North. Anello's 6th goal, Connick's 5th goal. And the face-off, here they come again. Here's Smith shooting, loose at the right edge, and a save made. Jack is going to get an assist. I didn't catch the first one. And we'll have a face-off now to the right of the Prior Lake goal. The puck is cleared but not out from the face-off. They'll work it, and a shot goes wide of the net. The long carom will come back into the Lakeville North zone. So the Panthers have scored twice in this power play. They still have 2.5 minutes to go. So they are making hay while the sun shines. And they play it up the slot, and it's going to run towards the blue line and out to center. They have to clear the zone. Kranz back for it, and he will play it in rink wide to the near side. Emmerich in the left corner banks it off the wall, and it's going to go all the way down the ice. Down to 2 minutes remaining in the major penalty. And it's cleared now to the far side. Here they come. Smith feeds the left. Goes to an open side, but they'll carry on anyway. And here comes Lakeville North in a block by Beatty. Puck comes over to the near side, and Rice is racing for it. Puck comes out to center, and it's picked up there by Munson. And now he lost it to Bump in the corner. He shoots, and he lifts one all the way through to the far side. It'll come out to center, and Prior Lake will play it back in through Bo Kennedy. 1.5 minutes remaining. And here comes Lakeville North. It's shot in now by Jack. Played to the far side wall. And now picked up again. Jeck feeds center point. Munson winds. Fakes a shot. Now shoots. Blocked at the defense. And it's cleared back into the Lakeville North zone. Coming up on the last minute of the penalty is the goaltender. Mayer away out to play it. And he flips a long pass to center. Carrying on is Anello over the line. He shoots on a blocker pad save by the goaltender Boshi. Cleared around on the near side to the near wall. Anello over to the left point, and stepping into the lane there is Magnuson, and he comes away, and here's a breakaway for Prior Lake. It's Rice going in on goal. He shoots, and a save made. Mayer with the opportunity to bail out his defense, and he took it. He gave Rice very little to shoot at, and we'll get a face-off with 38 seconds to go in the power play. 11:58 left now in regulation time. And we'll get a face-off in the Lakeville North zone. And an early encroachment there by Lakeville North, but they win the face-off anyway. Cleared around to the far wall, and here's Speltz. 29 in the power play. He goes down, and there's a penalty coming up on Lakeville North, and that will erase the power play. It's going to be for a hold, and we'll skate for a side for 28 seconds, followed by a Prior Lake power play. And heading to the box for Lakeville North is Cole Pearson. Time of the penalty is 5:13. And we skate for a side. So Prior Lake about to go in its fourth power play in 20 seconds. Played all the way down the ice by Lakeville North, and since it's for a side, that's icing. So we'll go back for a face-off to the left of Caleb Mayer in the Lakeville North goal. 2 power play goals on the major penalty for Lakeville North, A.J. Anello and Ben Connick. It's in the center circle from the face-off. Prior Lake gains control, comes to the near circle, a centering pass, and that just failed to connect. Comes to the far boards, and Prior Lake is about to go on a power play. Lakeville North breaks out shorthanded, their 4th power play, and it's played in by Smith. Now picked up on the far side by Rice. They've got a minute 25 of power play, and they come out 3-on-2. Over the line. Centering pass. Schumacher to the right for bump, and a sprawling stop by Mayer, who slid across and was able to take the puck away from the shooter. Shot all the way down the ice by Lakeville North. Now behind the net, near disaster there as Magnuson has to be quick. Puck comes to the right edge, and now Magnuson leads the charge over the line. He takes it in deep. Check that, Rice, and that's a crossbar. Puck comes to the near side. Here's Magnuson in the high slot. Closes, he fires, Rice tips it, and it's going to come to center. 45 seconds left in the power play. 2-2 the score. 10:29 to go in the third period, and here comes Prior Lake over the line. Rice is knocked in against the wall. Bump, can't save it. Comes out to center. Schumacher will play it over the line. Schumacher to the circle. Toe drag, goes in, shoots, and a save made by the goaltender Mayer. That deserved a goal, that move did, but the goaltender Mayer had other ideas, and we'll have a face-off to his right. 10:15 left in the third period, down to 29 seconds in the power play. Puck down, and Lakeville North controls it. They ring the boards, and it's going to come back to center. 23 in the power play. Turning there is Cable. Plays it ahead, and now here they come. Lincoln in the circle. Sweeps it across. Too far for Long. Comes to the right point, and it's going to come out to center. Now here's a chance down the wing as Smith steals it. He closes in. Smith shoots. Save made. Rebound. And Boshi made the stop on him. Now the puck is clear but not out. Smith tries to thread one through to the other side, and Cable will pick it up along the wall. Plays it back behind the net as Lakeville North comes to full strength. They have killed it off. Puck comes to center, and it's played down with a glove. Lincoln plays it to the blue line, and then he is stopped there. Puck comes into the zone, and it's offside. We'll get a face-off with 9:33 to play in the third period. Take your game to the edge. Sniper's Edge Hockey was the original and continues to be the leader in bringing the best hockey training aids to players from mites to the pros. Check out Sniper's Edge this weekend for tons of savings. Face off outside the blue line and a win for Prior Lake. Now it's carried into the zone, though, by Lakeville North's Enneback. Sam Enneback tried to center. Now it's in the near corner. All kinds of activity around the net now. And now they're going to see where the face-off is being taken. And Prior Lake wants it outside. They won't get it. And face-off is won by bump for Prior Lake. Comes in front and a point-blank shot. Roughing Miners are the penalty, but a great chance for A.J. Anello in front. 7:46 the time of the penalties on Tushy and Redden coincidentals. So they have to wait for a stoppage, of course, to come out. Now comes to the near side, and here's Jackson Anderson for Prior Lake over the line, gives it to Rice. Plays it in deep. Rice is tied up there by Brunello, and now it clears around on the far side. Rice has it, looks to center, and he puts it between his legs, and Emerson couldn't get there. Now Anello at center. And here comes Prior Lake back over the line. Schumacher in the circle. He takes a shot, played down with a glove, and we're going to get a face-off as Mayer was able to get a stoppage just past the halfway point in a suddenly emotional third period here. 2-2 the score. And it's a feisty one to close out the Hockey for Life Classic here at Dakota Arena, and the Prior Lake folks have been great hosts to us, certainly. Now played back behind the net, and it's controlled by Cole Pearson. Played to center. And now here comes Lakeville North. Kochevar over the line. Had his stick knocked out of his hands, and Cable comes around behind the net. 8:04 to go in the third. Long pass to the right. It's going to get over the glass and out of play, so we'll have a face-off with 8 minutes and 2 seconds remaining. We thank our main sponsor, the Tradition Companies, locally owned and operated. Parent company to new home builders, golf courses, land development, banking, mortgage, and title services. For more information, visit traditioncompanies.com. We thank them for their sponsorship role in this event. Prior Lake controls the face-off, but not able to enter the zone. Now they do gain the blue line anyway. And it's played back, and this is Caden Smith. And he sidesteps a check Puck comes out to center, and it's played back for Prior Lake by Long into the zone. Back behind the goal. Pearson feeds the far side, and now it comes out to center. He has it back over the line. He shoots, missed the net to the near side. And now they'll come out of the corner. Here's Kranz looking for space, and he lifts one over the top of the goal. Boshi dives back in, and now it's cleared to the right corner. Magnuson there for Prior Lake. Looks to play it ahead and will carry it. They come to center. Hunter Lincoln feeds it through the middle, and Bump tried to duck a check that wasn't there. Now Bump is knocked down hard. He sprayed the goaltender as the puck was frozen. So Bump gave the goaltender a face shower and was cross-checked to the ice, and there's going to be a penalty assessed against Lakeville North and Ben Munson. Time of the penalty, 9:55. And this will be power play number 5 for Prior Lake. And a timeout taken now by Prior Lake. They'll take their timeout with 7:05 to go. It's been quite a game here. And we'll take a break ourselves and come back with their power play right after this.
Since coming to North Star, my hockey has just developed and improved tremendously. And before in Fargo, I maybe could have played Division I and gotten noticed, but the chances wouldn't have been as high as when I came here. And now I'm getting a lot more attention and looks, and hopefully my chances to play Division I are a lot higher. So,
while North Star Christian Academy prides itself on a successful hockey start, the development of the whole person is the primary goal of the little school in Alexandria.
So I think that the 3 main levels of growth that I've had in my life would be the 3 pillars that we base the school bases itself off of, which is faith, school, and hockey. And I think those have been massive. I think, especially in faith. I mean, we wake up every morning at 7 in the morning, and we have a Devo every morning. So that's huge. Then we're on the ice 2.5 to 3 hours a day, and then we're in the classroom for 5. So we're learning and we're growing in all aspects of our life all the time.
It's a full life for North Star Christian athletes. The Academy's 70,000.
Back at Dakota Arena, power play for Prior Lake. And a cross-checking penalty assessed. Puck comes to Magnuson. Fed over to the far side. Power play number 5. 49 minutes in penalties in this game. Puck comes to the right point. Magnuson feeds the far circle, and that's Schumacher. Bump. Now Schumacher fires. Save made by Mayer. Puck picked up by Pearson, and he clears. Played with the skate by Schumacher to hold it in. Now Bump plays it down, looking behind the net for Rice. And Schumacher will come in to help out. Schumacher digs it out, and now Bump along the far wall feeds the right point. Schumacher topped his shot, but it's picked up in the slot area. Schumacher fires, save made, rebound off him, and it's cleared. Minute 8 to go in the power play, and Magnuson will feed up the near side. That's Schumacher, and he feeds the right. Here comes Rice over the line. Rice shoots, save made. And a face-off coming up as Mayer had that one covered. 6:02 to go in regulation, 57 seconds in the power play. It has been a feisty one, as we have mentioned. Preston Lindholm of the Lakers has received 30 minutes in penalties tonight, 2 majors and 2 misconduct penalties. Now here's Bump behind the net. And now Beatty high in the slot, shoots, save, and the rebound is cleared before the backside forward can get there. Jackson Anderson, or check that, that was Lincoln. And of course, some of those penalties were automatic. One of the penalties was for checking from behind. So we don't want to make it appear any more traumatic than it already is. Play is in the zone, and Everson behind the goal, 5:20 to go. Fed over to the far side, and now here comes Anderson. He'll carry it. 13 in the power play. He gets into the Lakeville North zone and is stopped in the corner. Referee hops the puck along the goal line. It comes into the crease area. Here's a shot, and bowled over as he shot was Lincoln. It's shot all the way down the ice. Lakeville North is killed off the penalty. Now a long pass to the left is tipped. And no, it was not tipped by Hunter Lincoln, and they're called for icing with 4:58 to go. And we'll take a face-off back in the Prior Lake zone. To the left of Trevor Boschee, the sophomore goaltender. 15 saves on 17 shots tonight. And a face-off win for Prior Lake. Puck played to center, and we have a penalty coming, and it's going to go on Lakeville North. They're going to have another power play here. It comes at the 12:14 mark. It is a trip. And heading to the penalty box is Hayter. So Prior Lake right back on the power play. They're sixth. Each team has had 6 power plays now tonight of varying lengths. And the puck picked up and cleared all the way down the ice to start this latest power play. 4:33 to play in regulation in a 2-2 game. Now Prior Lake to center, and they steal the puck, does Lakeville North. Anello closes in, and he's forced behind by Magnuson. Comes to the corner. And now it's dug out, and a rink-wide pass. Here comes Prior Lake to center. This is Anderson over the line, playing it in. A little bit disjointed there. Comes to the corner. Now behind the net it goes, and it is Munson clearing around. That's stopped. Shot from a sharp angle by Bump doesn't go. Now Bump feeds Schumacher, closing in. Back to Bump along the boards. Closes to the slot. He shoots. It's deflected and comes to the near side. It's going to be held in by Bump at the left point. Throws it across. Schumacher fires. Body drop blocked by Munson. Comes in front, and a save made by Mayer. Face off to his left. And we'll have a draw with 3:46 left in regulation and exactly 1 minute of power play time remaining to Prior Lake. 2 power play goals in the third period for Lakeville North on the same major penalty have tied this game. Now a face-off win for Prior Lake. Here's a one-timer right on, and the rebound overskated. A bullet from the point by Aiden Emerson. 45 to go in the power play. Here's Lincoln. It's knocked back into the zone, and now Aiden Emerson will pick it up. 38 seconds of power play time remaining. Emerson steps through, and his pass is deflected by Tuzno. And now here they come. Down the wing, Hunter Lincoln will lift it forward, chasing after it. Goaltender out to play, and now comes to the right point. Emerson tried to feed the far circle. Now Lincoln with 18 in the power play goes off the wall with it. Now over to the near side, and here's Cable, high in the slot, drive, right on, rebound, oh, and it's tipped wide. Emerson from the point had the initial shot again, and it's cleared all the way down the ice. And that will do it. Lakeville North has killed off another third period power play, and it comes into the zone to the right. Chasing after it there is Max Redden. Now behind the net, trying to disrupt is Tushy. 1 against 2. Now he gets some help from Speltz, and Speltz goes down along with the Lakeville North player. Speltz comes up with the puck. 2:25 to go. Comes off the wing board. Speltz shoots, save made, and no rebound. We'll get a face-off in the Lakeville North zone. Shots are 32-17 now for Prior Lake. 14 shots to 9. They have the advantage here in the third period. But Lakeville North has 2 power play goals, and that's why we're even. I'm looking at the possibility of another overtime game here in this event. We've already had 5 out of the 11 games so far. Possibility of half the tournament needing bonus hockey to decide. It's been a good event now, and it's loose at the right edge. And here's a spin and shoot by Tushy. Puck lying in the slot area. It's bouncing. And my goodness, getting a little crazy here as it comes in over the line. Here's a shot, and that had the goaltender leaning the other way with 2 minutes to play. Comes to the right point, and Smith takes a shot that goes off a stick over the glass and out of play with 1:59 left in the third period. Lakeville North has not played an overtime game. They're one of the few teams in this tournament that hasn't been extended to an extra session. .159 left. Face off to the left of Boshi. And Smith tried to crash the net. Puck picked up and played out to center. Here's Bump. Saucer pass to the right. Now Rice in the corner. Tried to sidestep the check from Munson. No such luck. And it's cleared around to the left point. Picked up there by Cable. He can't see it. The net, that is. And now feeds Bump down behind the goal. He battles with Munson. Loose at the left edge. And it's picked up by the Panthers with just over 90 seconds to go. And down the wing they come. Smith plays it in. Back for it is Bo Kennedy in the corner. Clears around to the near side. And now Prior Lake works the perimeter. And here comes Schumacher down the wing into the Lakeville North zone. He's squeezed off into the boards there by Davidson. Now behind the net. Picked up along the far side with 75 seconds left. Here comes Lakeville North. It's end-to-end stuff. And they'll be detained off to the near boards. And now it's played back behind the net by Emerson with 1:03 to go. And now they'll come out of the corner. Anello looks to center, comes back behind the net into the corner, fed off to the far side, and Redden is unable to hold the zone. It comes out to center, and Keaton Kranz rink wides to Pearson. 50 seconds to go. Pearson shoots and a stick save by Boshi, and he kicks it over the glass and out of play with 47 and change to go here in the third period. In a 2-2 game, it's been good stuff. I don't mind saying. And now Lakeville North is taking its timeout, so we'll take a break as well. 47 seconds to play in the third. You're watching Hockey for Life on the Youth Hockey Hub.
Square foot athletic facility not only gives the players a place to hone their skills, but it's a touch point for the rest of their day. Serving something higher than yourself takes discipline, sacrifice, and commitment. With the schedules of that Tier 1 teams follow, it would be easy for the players and administrators to lose sight of the Academy's original goal. But between classes, hockey, and traveling around the country for competition, the Knights make it a priority to remind themselves of their ultimate focus.
Back at Dakota Arena, we have 47 seconds to play and a face-off coming up to the left of the Prior Lake goal. Puck down and it's picked up by Prior Lake, and they will carry to center, and now it's played back into the zone with 40 seconds to play. Cleared to center, and here come the Lakers. Beatty over the line, shoots, got it back off the defender, fires, and it goes off Mayer and high in the air behind the Lakeville North goal, fed to the far side, and Kranz has it. He comes to center, rink-wide pass with 20 seconds to go into the Prior Lake zone to the left, and after it is Emerson in the corner. He's taking it against the boards. Gasparini around, and he missed the net. And it comes to the near side boards with 10 seconds to go in the period. Runs out to center, and Pearson rink-wides it. Gasparini with 5 seconds to go will play it back in, and we have overtime for the 6th time in 12 games in the Hockey for Life Classic 2019. 2-2 the score. Third period goals, both on the power play for Lakeville North. A.J. Anello at 2 minutes. And Ben Connick at 2:47. Let's take a break. Back with the overtime next on Youth Hockey Hub.
It's not uncommon to see NHL stars walking through our halls.
What I need, what I think NHL players need, I think it's the premier. It's as good as it gets.
If you look out there, there's 15 to 20 NHL guys any day could be skating.
But they don't sign autographs.
Ready, go!
They're here for the same reason you are. They're a reflection of what passion, hard work, and determination can become.
The younger kids can see what we're doing, and they can see what the older kids are doing, and emulate that to see what it takes to get to the next level.
MAP is the premier hockey development program in the Twin Cities, and the reasons are very clear.
I like coming to MAP because it's very competitive. Everybody comes out here, works their best.
The opportunity is here to take advantage of whatever the individual wants to take advantage of, whether it's on ice, off ice, outside shooting.
So you have everything at your fingertips that you need to be, premier athlete and hockey player.
The intensity is really high, and every day it seems like players are getting better.
Our culture is unique. From Pee-wee to professionals, we demand the same effort from every athlete, and every athlete receives the same world-class treatment.
At MAP Hockey, our sole emphasis should be and is developing high-character athletes.
Our dedicated, decorated staff will help bring your best to the forefront, both on and off the ice.
That competitive atmosphere that we have here is something special.
It's fun seeing the kids work just as hard as we are.
Red, white, blue. Here we go. Let's go.
At MAP Hockey, we are fully supportive and aligned with the Minnesota development model. We encourage athletes to stay home, develop their skills, and play for their community.
We want to put every kid in a position to have success. We kind of put the emphasis on the individual to, create their own career.
When you walk through these doors, be ready to commit to something bigger than yourself.
I'm TJ Oshie, and this is MAP Hockey.
I'm Justin Falk, and this is MAP Hockey.
I'm JT Brown, and this is MAP Hockey.
This is MAP Hockey.
Back at Dakota Arena, overtime on the board, 8 minutes, and it'll be the last 8 minutes of a very competitive event. We've had 71 goals in our 12 games so far, and the 72nd in overtime would be fitting. It's been a very competitively played tournament, and we'll have the face-off. Prior Lake will work left to right as we call the third period shots. 34-18 for Prior Lake, and overtime is underway. Lakeville North now joins the club and plays overtime here at this event. It's played in by Caden Smith from the face-off, and Magnuson in the right corner plays it ahead. Rice, and now here's Bump at center. He will play it ahead into the zone as he goes down. Picked up in the left corner by Pearson, swung around on the boards to the far side through a line change, and now here comes Prior Lake's Anderson back. Picked up by Bump along the wall and lost it. Now back into the zone. Here's Emmerich feeding over to the left side and getting it back on a return, but it actually runs on to Rice. He plays it ahead for Bump, who tips it forward into the zone, and turning with it there is Kochevar for Lakeville North through to Gasparini. Over the line, and it's poke checked away off to the far boards. He is then stapled to the wall, and it's hit by Schumacher. Now a long pass up the middle is going to be held in high in the slot by Connick, and now it's swept on out to center as the first minute of overtime is gone. Now Shandorf for Lakeville North, and he has control issues there. Now gets the puck to the red line and will flip it into the zone. It bounces to the left of Bosch's goal, and now Lakeville North will keep possession. A centering pass, and fanning on the shot there was Connick, and now they come back down the right side with Beatty over the line. Beatty through a screen, and he just barely missed the top corner on the right. Lakeville North, Shandorf in the corner. Now we'll play it behind the net. The defenseman hops over the puck, and it comes now to the near side. Long holds it in, shoots, and a save made. And Mayer had that puck come off him, and he gets the glove on it. 1:32 gone in overtime, and a face-off coming up in the Lakeville North zone. It's been quite an event, and we have 8 minutes of overtime to finish it out. Now it comes from the face-off to Bo Kennedy. Now laying loose, and Lakeville North unable to get out of the zone. It's played back in. Here's Munson behind the net. A long pass up the left. They're trying to hit the flyer, Kranz, and it's played into the zone. Bo Kennedy in the corner, plays it around behind the net, Nebel there, or Cable rather, and now it's picked up, and now Lakeville North has a low 2-on-1, and it comes up the slot, they get no shot. It's picked up by Beatty, and back he comes, flipping it ahead into the Lakeville North zone, turn back, and now Prior Lake closes in, a shot! It rolls right past the post, my goodness gracious. Great chance for Lincoln. Goaltender stopped it and it trickled past the left post. Now a big hit thrown in against the corner boards. There is a penalty coming up here. And with 5:37 to go in overtime, a big hit thrown against Las Cable in against the corner boards, and penalty box will be open here, and Prior Lake will get a power play in overtime. Caden Smith heading to the penalty box for Lakeville North. And it comes at 2 minutes and 23 seconds of overtime. The officials will congregate here. And it is a fourth major penalty in this game on the board. It's actually not Smith, it's Keaton Kranz. We've had 4 major penalties in this game. And Prior Lake on the power play for the 7th time. And boarding is the penalty. Here's Bump closing in, a save made, and a face-off coming up. Boarding major on Kranz. Each team has been assessed 2 major penalties in this game. I have been doing high school hockey games for over 30 years. I have never seen that. Now, play controlled by Prior Lake at center ice. They're essentially on the power play for the rest of overtime, barring any other issues. And now here's Jackson Anderson coming along the goal line, feeds the near side, and they'll set it up. Here's Schumacher to Magnuson, and it's broken up, and here comes Lakeville North. They'll carry over the line, and Anello throws it across, looking for Smith and didn't get it to him. Now here comes Prior Lake trying to come through the middle. Puck picked up by Lakeville North, and they lose it at the line. Rice on his backhand plays it ahead on the wrong side of Bump, and it comes back in the zone. 4 minutes of power play left, 4:38 in the overtime. And now the puck played to center, and it's picked up by Cable. And he was the player that was hit into the boards to draw the major penalty. Now it's stolen away by Lakeville North in the near corner. They'll go back behind the net. Jack unable to move forward as he's pinned to the boards by 2 white shirts. 4:15 overtime. Now a third player comes in, and he's just trying to get a stoppage here, but it's a long penalty kill, of course, for Lakeville North. Now back behind the net, Magnuson. 4 minutes to go in the overtime. And Magnuson on the left, and he ran into A.J. Hayter. Loose at center. Hayter will turn and play it back in for the Panthers. Lakeville North will get possession and drop it back out to center. Played back in by Munson, and now it comes out, and here comes Long over the line for Prior Lake. Long is taken in against the boards by Munson and goes down. He gets back up, looks for the puck, and he can't get there as Jack in the corner has it for Lakeville North, and it's cleared. 3:24 to go. Now they'll come out of the corner, and a chance pass to the right, and a shot, a save made, and a good one there against Anello. Back comes Prior Lake. Here's Tushy over the line. He shoots through a screen, and that's blocked by Munson. Loose in the left corner. Now it's just end-to-end here in the third period. Here's a 2-on-1. They close in. Smith throws it across. They score! And Lakeville North, Anello wins it with a short-handed goal in overtime. A short-handed goal while they were killing off a major penalty, and Lakeville North comes back and defeats Prior Lake 3-2 to close out this event. at 5 minutes and 4 seconds of overtime. Wow.
Lakeville North goal scored his second of the game, scored short-handed by number 22, A.J. Anello. Assist to number 8, Katie Smith. That's
Anello from Smith. The time of the goal is 5:04. And Lakeville North rallies from 2-0 down in the third period of this game, and they win it in overtime by a score of 3-2. Shots on goal, 36 for Prior Lake. That's 2 in the overtime and 2 for Lakeville North for a total of 20. And they win the game, a very hard-fought one here. 54 minutes in penalties in this game, 4 majors. An emotional game, a very physical game, and a win for Lakeville North, who improves to 7-3-1 on the season. Prior Lake falls to 6-4-1. They lose twice in overtime in this tournament, but they are a team to be reckoned with. Lots of skill on the ice tonight. My thanks to Justin Moss for sitting next to me for 3 days while I've been yelling and screaming. It's been a fun event. 72 goals in 12 games, an average of 6 per contest, and some very good high school hockey here on tap at Dakota Arena. And that will do it for us from Dakota Arena for the 2019 Hockey for Life Classic, presented by Tradition Companies. Jeff Pappas saying thank you for watching. It's been a joy here on the Youth Hockey Hub. We'll see you in the second half of the season after the new year. Good night.
Four years ago, the open field behind Alexandria High School in Alexandria, Minnesota was vacant. The open space abutted by Pioneer Road was nothing more than something to ignore as residents of Alex moved past on their way to two churches, the Midway 9 movie theater, or the Joanne Fabrics. But over time, the meadow, which the developers rejected, has become the cornerstone. Under the guidance of Rick and Shannon Randazzo, the North Star Christian Academy has gone from a concept born almost 10 years ago to a rising hockey power in the middle of Minnesota's Central Lakes region.
In 2011, my family and I voyaged out on the 50-state, 50-city tour, which brought our family to all 50 states for 30 days, running hockey camps for youth and adults. A year or so went by, and it brought us to 2013. We were here in Minnesota, and I met with some businessmen, some couples at Tim Cullen's house, and the rest of the story was then became a little bit clearer.
There are 25 players taking classes and playing for the North Star Christian Academy team, hailing from 11 states. North Star's academic team ensures the students are meeting the education requirements for high school graduation, with some students even earning college credit along the way.
So our academic program is very unique in a way because we're bringing in players from all over the country. This year we have 12 different states represented, which means we have to take a look at 12 different high school programs that are going on across the country. We take a look at where the players are at. We try and integrate where they're at to where they want to be. We look forward to the academic goals that they may have, also along with the college goals that they have.
Since coming to North Star, my hockey has just developed and improved tremendously. And before in Fargo, I maybe could have played Division I and gotten noticed, but the chances wouldn't have been as high as when I came here. And now I'm getting a lot more attention and looks, and hopefully my chances to play Division I are a lot higher. So,
while North Star Christian Academy prides itself on a successful hockey start, the development of the whole person is the primary goal of the little school in Alexandria.
So I think that the three main levels of growth that I've had in my life would be the three pillars that we base the school bases itself off of, which is faith, school, and hockey. And I think those have been massive. I think, especially in faith. I mean, we wake up every morning at 7 in the morning, and we have a Devo every morning. So that's huge. Then we're on the ice 2.5 to 3 hours a day, and then we're in the classroom for 5. So we're learning and we're growing in all aspects of our life all the time.
It's a full life for North Star Christian athletes. The Academy's 70,000 square foot athletic facility not only gives the players a place to hone their skills, but it's a touch point for the rest of their day. Serving something higher than yourself takes discipline, sacrifice, and commitment. With the schedules of that Tier 1 teams follow, it would be easy for the players and administrators to lose sight of the Academy's original goal. But between classes, hockey, and traveling around the country for competition, the Knights make it a priority to remind themselves of their ultimate focus.